Cash in the game. The Mandalorian is great in the new series, and let's check out what's new in the world of pop culture with your hosts John, Tim, and Quentin, and a podcast we call Rewind
and Reload.
Hey man, if the money's there, I'll play a buggy game.
Dude, yeah. If the money's there, I'll play Raid Shadow Legends for fuck's sake.
Rewind and Reload podcast.
Hello, everybody. Is that a funny bit? Can I do that again? I'm pretty sure we did that last time.
I don't think so.
Did we really not? We passed up the easiest bit that we could have done for this episode.
I think we might have passed it up. I might have to go back and re-listen.
Fair enough. I'm your host this week. My name is Tim, and this is Rewind and Reload, a podcast where we talk about pop culture and bullshit for about an hour usually, sometimes an hour and a half, sometimes 40 minutes.
This time,
it really just depends.
We're literally rewinding it.
yeah, kind of. Because listen, we've done part of our topic today, but it's been going for 30 years now. So
how are you supposed to cover 30 years?
Oh, yeah. So we're just going to give a little bit of a brief overview of some stuff this time. And maybe leave it at that, because we kind of talked about... Well, we'll get into it. Who are you people, and what have you done?
My name is Q. Quentin, I don't fucking know. What do I go by on this podcast? Q? Yeah.
And whatever we call you usually.
But not like the conspiracy guy.
Whatever name we choose for you at the time.
Yeah, it's either Quentin or just Q, not that like QAnon shaman shit.
Dude, I'm so fucking mad about that guy.
I need organic nuggies.
Well, that, and I've talked for... I've ranted for like a year now about how I'm pissed that the neo-Nazis have like commandeered like cool Nordic tattoos.
Yeah, and I'm
just like, fuck off. And then I see this shirtless asshole with a bison on his head with like a Thor's hammer and like shit like that, and I was like, get fucked, dude.
Yeah.
My favorite part about him is that he's like an amateur actor / voice actor or whatever. So all the right wing conspiracy nuts are like, he's an Antifa plant. He's a crisis actor.
They're saying that about literally anyone. So
yeah,
they've been trying to out like a bunch of people as actually Antifa. Which like, I don't doubt that there was probably people from Antifa there. Just like there was definitely people from like far right at like BLM movement shit too. So like I don't doubt that, but like I definitely think the mass majority of people there were there to support Trump.
I also don't think maybe those people were the ones who like smeared shit on the fucking walls. So
yeah,
or beat a cop to death with a fire extinguisher, but it's fine.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Yeah, world's kind of a scary place, and I don't want to talk about it too much because it's very polarizing, and that's not what we're here to do, I don't think. I mean, fuck those people. Fuck those people. But,
we're here to talk about a cartoon that makes fun of their favorite news station.
On their favorite station.
Yeah. No shit. Never thought of it like that.
But yeah. So, my week this week, just because we usually talk about that, I've unfortunately fallen into the rabbit hole that is Escape from Tarkov.
Oh, somebody I work with was literally talking about that today.
The most stressful and not rage-inducing, I guess stressful is the correct word, but like when it pays off shooter, like looter shooter, I guess. It's the first time I've ever used PayPal because I didn't want to give the Russian developers my credit card information. So there is that. How about you boys?
I've been on my Yu-Gi-Oh grind.
Yeah,
it's kind of
you got me to play Duel Links, so
dude, it's fun.
I didn't know that there was only 3 cards, so I was like, fuck's going on?
Oh, yeah. It's like, what do people call it? Castrated Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's, 3 instead of 5 and all that. But, I made it up to Plat.
I haven't...
Like Plat 5 or 6.
Damn.
I have apparently one of the best... Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, no, I'm just saying I'm going to probably try to push for Legend this month, but I don't think I'll hit King of Games.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not going to go for King of Games.
That'll be next month. Because I'll have, like, the full month in Legend, or Plat, or Legend to do it.
I had a good amount of Google Play credit left over, since they don't sell music anymore, which is fucking stupid. But, so I just bought one of the best starter decks in the game, and I've been rolling through the AI battles with that.
Did you buy the Blue Eyes deck?
No, I bought the Noble Knights deck the day before the Blue Eyes deck came out.
That's okay. The Blue Eyes deck is good, but like
I like
Noble
the
Knights
aesthetic
are
of
also
Noble Knights
really
better.
good.
I think they're cool.
Noble Knights are debatably better than Blue Eyes, but that's a different topic for a different
Fair
day.
enough.
I also started school back up again. It's school. I sit at my computer, I do computer things, beep boop, get my computer degree, and then
do what I do and don't use it for 2 years and get depressed because you haven't used it for 2 years. Yeah. Let's talk to someone who actually uses their degree for their job.
That's a fun fact, actually, because I have a new job which I don't use my degree in anymore.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I kind of do. Like, I definitely need my degree for the job I have. It's just, I don't really use anything I ever learned in school, like at all.
When do you ever really?
Yeah, that's true. That's a fair point. I don't know.
No, that's not true. We use if statements a lot.
Yeah.
Else if.
Like, you guys would definitely use a lot of the stuff I think you guys would learn because they're teaching you, like, a language.
We use about half the curriculum. Well, my degree does.
Yeah, but, like, for me, like, even our professors all the way through were like, hey, you're probably not going to use a lot of the things you learn. It's just, like, showing that you kind of know what you're doing. It's like,
I wish
okay.
they would have told me that.
So
they've changed the degree. Quentin and me basically are he's getting the same degree I did. But they've changed the curriculum, and when my curriculum was happening, they were like, we're just going to give you a big general overview of IT work, and you can pick your thing. And it's like, but you can't pick a specialization at all.
That's goofy.
So I was like, all right, well, I want to do coding. Can I learn how to do... No, learn how to do server. Learn how to do, like, repair. And I was like, but I don't want to...
See, and it's funny because that's more the stuff I want to do, and I have to learn, like, all of these different, like, coding things. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to do this.
Dude, I have a fuck ton of papers here if you want them about, like, different like, adapters and power supplies. It was from, like, my first semester in college, and, like, we had a virtual lab thing, and I just printed off all the shit at school, because it was basically a textbook, and I was like, this will be coming handy. It's been sitting in a fucking binder for 2 years. Probably more now.
Beautiful.
What have you been up to, John?
I get really bored at work, so I don't really do a whole lot. I don't know if I've ever told you guys that.
Only a few times.
So, yeah, I mean, I work in a new department, so, like, we pretty much just give people clearance to work. So I don't do a whole lot, so I am actually planning on starting a YouTube channel, like a commentary channel, where I just kind of go through stuff, like on YouTube, on TV, and just kind of roast the fuck out of it, really. Because that's just my general attitude towards things, is just like, you know what, this just needs to be roasted.
Fair enough.
So that's all I've been really working on. What's up?
What are you gonna roast?
Like anything and everything. So send me some videos to like go off on, man.
I'll send you some videos of people making roasts.
Ooh, yeah, I'll do a whole thing. Roast the roast.
We'll send you old videos of Comedy Central roast, so you can get your channel taken down before it's even started.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that'd be really nice.
We'll send you the
Please
Comedy
do
Central
that.
roast of Donald Trump. You know, the thing that aged really well.
Please don't. I don't want to touch
Yeah.
that subject at all. I'll go too hard on it. I'll get
Fair
taken down
enough.
for bullying. Because we're roasting, we're not bullying. Like that's the difference, you know.
That's an important distinction to make.
Yes, it's more criticism than bullying. But beyond that,
I look forward to that.
Thanks. But yeah. So send me some videos and shit if you guys want, or topics or people, whatever.
So I guess we have some pop culture news. John put a lot of this together, but I can zoom through a little bit of it and make comments on some of it. So I know this is a big one for John. Chris Evans is in talks to return as Captain America.
Yeah, so this one I found just recently here in the last few days. I don't know how serious this is because Chris Evans is kind of acting very he's very active on Twitter mostly. He's like, oh, I haven't heard about this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he literally tweeted out, news to me.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's like just being coy or if it's like somebody just started this rumor, but it's somebody's inside like that I follow on Instagram, who's usually pretty right about a lot of things, said that he's in talks to return as Cap. It's not to do a solo movie though. It's more likely to do cameos.
They're gonna have a movie recreating that really bad I don't remember what the artist's name is. That really bad Captain America like panel where he's like huge and laying in a hospital bed.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of the artist's name. I used to make fun of him so much. But yeah.
No, I know what you're talking. I don't remember the artist either, but yeah. But we'll see if it actually pans out. I mean, it'd be cool if he comes back for cameos. I don't really want a full-length movie with him anyway, since he kind of exited the franchise.
It's gonna be like a rom-com of him like living out his life or some shit.
Oh, with Peggy?
Yeah.
I could see that, actually.
That'd be interesting, considering the angle of like weird rom-com things that I guess we'll touch on in a few.
Yeah.
I really want
bits.
them to like recreate that one panel. I don't even know what fucking comic it was from, but it was like from super fucking long ago, where Iron Man was like, still broading, eh? Maybe you need some solid dick from an Iron Man. And he's like, maybe I do, Shellhead, maybe I do. Apparently that was like slang back in the day.
Yeah, no, I know I've seen that. I have no idea like what. I want to find it, like actually like the comic that it's from, but I can't find it anywhere where it's actually from. But yeah, it used to be like, do you need some dick or something, was like, I don't know. It was like a term for like cheering someone up or something or some shit back in like,
I don't know if that's real, but like,
no,
I'm sure
it's
people have seen the screenshot.
Well, then like, because then there's a bunch of times like the Joker in DC used to be like talk about getting boned by Batman and like how Batman had like is a huge boner.
Oh, yeah.
Because that used to be a slang term too before it meant dick.
Now it means PP.
What a weird term.
Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, how the times have changed.
Kevin Feige has announced that Deadpool will be part of the MCU and remain an R-rated movie, and he's also stated that nothing is impossible when asked about Netflix Marvel heroes.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't they just say today that they wrapped Daredevil Season 3?
No, so I have it a little lower. They just announced like later yesterday that Charlie Cox finished filming for Spider-Man 3.
Oh, maybe that's what I saw.
So, but supposedly he's not playing Daredevil. He's like, I think he's just playing like Matt Murdock, like the lawyer.
Oh, okay. He's just playing, Robert Pattinson isn't playing Batman, he's just playing Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. But yeah, I had that down there somewhere too.
I didn't even see that. I'm going to be honest with you, I forgot that was his name. For some reason, I thought it was that, never mind. The Turning Point USA guy, Charlie Kirk.
Mr. Big Head, Small Face.
Ray Fisher has been removed from Flash DCU movie due to him exposing racist and abusive bosses at the Oscars. Did we talk?
That last part at the Oscars part is supposed to be on the next line. That's my bad.
Oh.
I don't know how it got down there. So
he didn't do it at the Oscars.
no, he did not do it at the Oscars. So Ray Fisher, it was rumored. I think we talked about this last episode, but it was rumored that he was like taken out of the Flash DCU, but he finally came out and did announce that they did take him out of it. Fox just kind of cut him because of him exposing the racist and abusive bosses, which was, I forget the one dude's name, but the other one was Josh Whedon. I don't know if Josh Whedon specifically was saying the racist remarks or if he told him about it and he didn't do anything about it. So like, he's more so like Ray Fisher was exposing like something happened racist and kind of like verbally abusive towards him. And he went to expose it and the executives did nothing about it. So instead of them, solving the issue, they just took him out of the movie. Yeah. No, exactly.
Fox does.
So yeah.
I don't know where I was going to go with that joke. I know Fox Entertainment and Fox News are two different entities, but...
Yeah. It was just too easy of a joke to make,
Warner Brothers is submitting Wonder Woman 8. Why? Sorry, let me finish this.
No.
Warner Brothers is submitting Wonder Woman 1984 for all categories of the Oscars. Okay, you're not going to win any of them, I hope. Definitely not best story.
I saw that and I was like, Tim will enjoy this one. It's bad, man. It's not a good movie.
I've talked to multiple people who've like watched it and they're like, I tried to like this movie and it was just not good.
Yeah, so it's not good. The plot is really all over the place. Wonder Woman's pretty much like raping a dude because her boyfriend comes back to life, but it's because he like possesses the body of another guy. But then he looks like then he looks like Chris Pine's the whole time because we're seeing him through Wonder Woman's eyes and she sees him as Chris Pine. But technically it's some like random dude.
I would really love if it was just some like schlub who doesn't look anything like Chris Pine. He was just like some office dude and she's like, all right, possess this guy's body.
Just some fat ass like glutton guy. Like
he's like that the actually meme guy.
Yeah. Like
the greasy ponytail and like shitty little beard.
Yeah. Like shitty fedora ass good. Motherfucker.
That'd be really good. I would love that that cut of the movie.
Oh fuck. We should make it. We should make that cut of the movie. Just like every time.
I wanted to make
we'll Photoshop them in throughout the whole thing.
So this is a really dumb joke, but I almost made it, and I don't want to go back to politics. But I almost tried to make a video edit of the scene from the last Harry Potter movie where there's the reveal of like Dumbledore, like Snape helping Dumbledore after he like fucks up his hand.
Yeah.
I was going to edit that to be Mitch McConnell and
oh god,
Lindsey Graham. Zombie and it's like, how long do I have left? And the answer would have been like till Inauguration Day. But I didn't do that. But I thought that would have been a funny meme.
That would have blew up on Reddit if you did that.
Probably.
It definitely would have.
So we talked about Charlie Cox coming in Spider-Man 3, apparently. AKA the best Tobey Maguire movie.
I hate you.
Next up is TV.
Spider-Man 3 too.
I haven't seen WandaVision. It came out yesterday, right?
Yeah, so it came out yesterday. It dropped 2 episodes. So it hasn't dropped the whole season. Just 2 episodes so far. I have not watched it yet either. I
don't have Disney Plus, so I won't, but that's beyond the point.
I don't know. I don't know if it's worth getting it yet. I guess it's a comedy. A lot of people are saying that it's pretty good. And it's surprisingly good, like, because it's supposed to be like a comedy, like, sitcom. So, like, it's weird. And I don't know. I guess we'll see in the coming, like, week or so once more people watch it, if they like it or not.
Yeah, well, I guess. Well, apparently, when Liam Neeson was asked about playing Qui-Gon Jinn in the Obi-Wan Disney Plus series and possible flashbacks, he said he'd be definitely up for it.
Yeah,
Isn't he, like, 30 years older than he was when he played Qui-Gon Jinn?
Yeah. So, this was like I guess he loved playing Qui-Gon Jinn. That's, like, one of the roles that he he said was like one of his favorites.
I'm sorry.
So I guess
This man was in Schindler's List, and he was like, Qui-Gon Jinn, my favorite role.
he said one of his favorite roles. I don't know if it was like, because Schindler's List, I'm sure, was a way better, movie for him to be in.
Yes.
But I guess he really enjoyed the role and really enjoyed like the crew and stuff. So I guess he said that he would definitely be up for it if they asked him, but they have not yet asked him.
Fair enough. I'm just annoyed that Disney owns Star Wars, if I'm being honest. Like, I want to enjoy these things, but I don't want to pay Disney money because Disney's a really shitty company.
Yeah. It's just like a monopoly at this point. Don't they own that too?
Yeah, basically. No, dude, probably. They own...
Monopoly.
Maybe not, actually, because Monopoly does, like, so many, like, licensed things. I think whoever owns that shit is just like, give us money, we'll make Fortnite Monopoly.
Yeah, that's true.
Ethan Hawke and Oscar Isaac are cast in Moon Knight, which is the series no one asked for.
Yeah, so it's going to be on Disney Plus. It's a series about Moon Knight. I don't understand why they're doing it, because it should be, in my mind, a rated R like movie or TV series, or like an MA TV series. It's going to be the first
series on Disney Plus to say fuck.
Yeah, so Oscar Isaac apparently got cast as Moon Knight. Ethan Hawke apparently got cast as the lead villain.
I only know Ethan Hawke as guy from Bad Horror Movie. What's that movie called? The one with the cameras.
Paranormal Activity?
Nope.
Cameraman.
The one about Bagul. Insidious,
yeah.
I only know him from that, and I think he's in like a couple of like decent other movies that I've seen. I'm gonna try and type this in as silently as possible and vamp for a little bit while I talk about... Oh my god. Why does he have 30,000 fucking things in his career? Film. A lot of this is stuff like Lord of War. That was a good movie. Nicolas Cage joint. Oh, it was Sinister? Not... That should tell you how bad these movies are. He was in my favorite movie, Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. Not a good movie. Don't watch that one, kids. Yeah, he was in like some stuff. Training Day. People seem to like that movie. I haven't really watched it in a while. Whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, so that's
Oscar
that's
Isaac is a good actor. I like him. He's in
he's not doing bad.
Star Wars?
Yeah, he's in Star Wars.
Okay.
And then he's gonna be in Dune too.
Yeah, he's been in other stuff that I like him in, but it's fine, whatever. Yeah, Dune is well, we'll see when that movie comes out.
Yeah.
I'm tentatively excited for it.
I agree. I've been seeing more trailers for it, and it's like, this looks cinematically pretty dope, but I don't know if the story is like gripping enough.
The story is just like space noble boy becomes messiah of desert planet. That's the very brief overview. That's all you need to know about Dune. I'm pretty sure David Bowie was in the other one.
I think so, yeah.
Like
I think
the
that's
old
right.
movie.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Oh, he was not in Dune. There's just a dude who looks exactly like him.
Oh, I think I always thought that was David Bowie.
That is not, but it looks a lot like him.
Wow, that's
why is there just a random? There's
a
random post on the David Bowie subreddit called "Was David Bowie in Dune?" And then there was an answer: David Bowie was not in Dune. Okay, thank you.
That's it. That's just it.
Who directed that movie? Because it was someone that I feel like I know. David Lynch. That's right. That man directed that movie. So video game news. So this is a dumb thing that John found, and I think it's the stupidest. It's great to talk about, but I think it's the stupidest piece of quote unquote journalism I've ever seen. Many people are using Post-it notes to apparently change the appearance of their PS5s. So basically what they do is they take the panel off.
Yeah.
Put a Post-it note, a T-shaped Post-it note in one specific spot, and it makes the logo, the PlayStation logo, like any color you want. And I was like,
yeah,
this is fine. This is inventive. Especially considering Sony has like shut like not DMCA, that's not the right thing. Cease and desisted like companies who were like planning on selling custom made faceplates because they're easily removable. But like, why was this a news article? Whatever. The Scott Pilgrim game came out yesterday. I think.
Yeah, I believe it was.
I haven't
yesterday.
I haven't played it. I know people are excited to play it, but I mean, I liked it with the first time. Music's great. Check it out, I guess.
Yeah, and
I'm not being sponsored, but if Ubisoft wants to reach out and sponsor us, I would probably take their money, even though they have put out consistently buggy games for the past 6 years.
Hey man, if the money's there, I'll play a buggy game.
Dude, yeah. If the money's there, I'll play Raid Shadow Legends for fuck's sake.
Honestly, it looks sick for the paycheck some of these people get.
I'm telling you. If some of these people aren't exaggerating how much these people pay, how much Raid pays, I would do a Raid Shadow Legends deal, no problem.
Oh yeah, hands down. So Raid, if you out there, bro,
dude, yeah, hit us up. The voice actors for Franklin and Mar from Grand Theft Auto 5 recreated the famous scene that we can't say, but I'm sure you can find it online.
Yeah, like I can't remember I couldn't remember the name of the scene. It's just like when they're arguing outside the house.
Well, it's one specific line that made it a meme, and it's a word we can't say.
Oh, yeah.
So, but then, like, it was a meme when the game came out, and then now, 6 or 7 years later, it's a meme again, and then the voice actors were like, oh, let's just do it in real life. Which is fine, that's funny.
Oh.
But, like,
it just
what the fuck, why is this coming back?
Yeah. It just reminded me too. I did see too that so GTA 6 they're working on right now apparently might have the first female lead, like playable character.
I
so
you could play as the female and like
we'll switch
the
up
first one or some shit.
No, in the online you can, yeah, but not like in the story mode part. It's always been males.
No, but I mean like the first GTA.
Maybe.
The arcade game?
Know.
I don't know, honestly. I guess the first 3D GTA is the better term.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. There's a lot of news that's not real about GTA 6, so you need to watch out for that. There's a lot of people.
That's like, it's a rumor. I don't know if it's true. It's going around pretty heavy though, so.
You say bigger, but these fake GTA 6 videos on YouTube consistently get millions of views.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying I heard it. That's a lot of news that I put in sometimes, or I see is like, hey, this is rumored, but it might not be true.
No, that's
I try to use sources that usually are right. Like if it's a rumor that they hear and it comes out to be right, like most of the time, then I try to stick with them and kind of see what happens.
All right, fair enough. Apparently you guys can cover this one because I don't know the actual name of the band you've abbreviated here.
Okay, yeah. So the next one's music. So Prince Day and the Hyena announced their album title yesterday on their Instagram. I forgot what it was. Quentin didn't see it in time. So if anybody knows it out there, let us know. Because it's not on their Instagram anymore.
Be pretty swell of you.
Yeah, apparently they're supposed to do like an actual announcement pretty soon, but right now it's hush hush, kind of like sneak peek if you follow us on Instagram, and I fucking forgot it.
I'm just bad at checking Instagram.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I am terrible.
So we're going to take a real quick break before we get into it because we've been rambling for about half an hour on news, but that's all right because I don't know how long this episode's going to be. So we'll see you in like 30 seconds. And we are back to do Simpsons Part 2. You heard it here first, folks. We're going to tackle this beast again. And it was my idea, so of course I have to do it. No shade. You
can't blame anyone else for this.
I can't blame anyone but myself for putting this on the list. So I haven't watched any of the series in the past 10 years, so I'm going to definitely be relying on Quentin because he's binged it all of it?
Yeah, everything that's on Disney Plus.
All of it that's on Disney Plus over quarantine. So this ought to be fun. We're going to talk about some goofs, the death of some beloved characters that's happened in recent years, and basically what Quentin sees as the current state of the show, because I haven't watched it. So we'll get into all that stuff, but first there's a little bit of background information, I guess, which is basically that I just wanted to talk about what I saw as the downfall of the series. But apparently, we're seeing a resurgence of good episodes in the last, year. So we can talk about that too, I guess. We're going to talk about some major events that I missed, and maybe some other people missed in not the absence of watching the show. So, I found this graph that maybe we'll post up on social media on dig.com. I don't even remember if there was an author cited, to be honest with you, but it was on Dig, so you can go find it there. That was it was like a line graph of what people saw as the average rating. I think it was the average episode rating, yeah, over the seasons. And you can see a steady decline from just about season 10. And then it comes up a little bit at the movie, and then it goes straight back down. So, apparently, according to this chart, the big dip happened after Maud Flanders died. But I remember there being good episodes after that.
I remember it being a different era of
yeah, it was
comedy.
definitely a different show, but
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad. I wouldn't consider it bad.
The episode where they made the fucking theme park it's like a Christianity theme park in honor of Maud. That episode was fucking good.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that episode.
There was the gas leak. Everybody thought they were talking to God or seeing miracles and shit, but nope, they were just getting poisoned.
I mean, then again, take this graph with a grain of salt, because me and Quentin watched the episode that they said was the definitive episode where it went from quote unquote bad Simpsons to bad television, and we were like, this is fine. It's not remarkably good, but it's not remarkably bad either. So this could just be very heavily opinionated, I guess.
I feel like the whole show, honestly, is definitely an opinionated base.
Yeah, I guess it's your subjective version of comedy, and if you see it as funny or not.
And there's different eras to it. So if you really dug the first era of The Simpsons, you're probably not going to dig the rest of it. If you like the second coming, you might like the newer episodes. I don't know. I think it kind of just depends.
Yeah. So the episode that we watched was called The Parent Rap. And this is, like I said, it was cited as being the point where it went from bad to worse. And like I said, we didn't find it horribly offensive. Jane Kazmarek was in it, which was a interesting cameo. Considering I'm pretty sure Malcolm in the Middle was still on the air at this point. Between Simpsons episodes at 5 and 6.
What is the Parent Rap when Maud Flanders dies?
No, the Parent Rap is the episode where Bart and Homer are tethered together legally by the court.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's not that...
Lois from Malcolm in the Middle is the judge who does it.
Yeah, I don't remember that being... I remember it being, at that point in time, the whole tethered together shtick was kind of overdone in sitcoms and stuff.
Yeah.
To where I remember it being oh, I guess they're doing it now kind of thing. But beyond that, I wouldn't say it was a bad episode.
No, we watched it while we were doing research, and it wasn't like I said, it wasn't horrible.
Were there remarkable moments? Not really, but
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was it?
There were some jokes that I was like, this is very dated.
Yeah, that's one thing. Going through just rewatching it. There's all a bunch of fucking Bill Clinton jokes, and then not in this episode specifically.
Yeah, that was this episode, wasn't it? I forgot.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because there was something about Lisa makes a joke about how cruel or not. It's not cruel and unusual punishment. It's creative punishment, like they did to Bill Clinton. And she says that's why Bill Clinton is our mailman. And I was like,
oh,
okay,
God, that's right, yeah.
And that episode came out in 2001, so it was just after he left office. And I was like, okay, all right.
That's one big issue with The Simpsons is, and Family Guy and American Dad, like all those shows, and even SNL, like a lot of the shit, like because they're so based off of what was happening at the moment, it's like going back and rewatching it. It's just like,
so apparently, not to discredit what you're saying, you're completely correct. But while we were talking about it, Quentin, and maybe you can elaborate on this more. But you told me that they write these episodes like a year ahead of time.
Yeah, so they actually made a joke about that too, and I don't remember what episode it was specifically. I think it was probably maybe halfway through the series. So they'll write out the whole season, and then obviously like it's not just like, all right, animate this all right now, put it out fast as possible. It's like they have to write it, and then
they come back to it kind of thing and
like
fix
the way
stuff up.
Yeah,
I'm
like
sure.
the way it works is like they write the episode, and then a year later, after the season that's currently airing is done, that's when the next season starts or whatever. So like the current events that they're writing about are always like a year behind, technically speaking.
Okay. So it's not really like, because like South Park will do it like the night before it comes out kind of thing. So, and like Family Guy usually does it like a week or two before it comes out. I think they finally like put the stamp of approval on it.
Yeah, I forget like how it works. It's like has something to do with like the South Park animation style where they're like more at liberty to like do shit quicker or whatever.
Yeah, because it's not as high resolution, and like I don't know, like South Park definitely they just threw a show together to make fun of what happened the week before it came out.
I think I talk about this later. I did. I'll talk about it then. You said high resolution. That brought something into my head. But
yeah.
Apparently the show also made jokes about like, oh, you know, they made jokes that people were already saying, oh, the writing is like not the same and things like that. They'd done so many things over 13 seasons.
Oakley and Weinstein are gone so bad.
Yeah, they made it so the show made a joke where it's like, oh, like, what are we gonna do? What's gonna happen next? Like, is Bart gonna get a pet bear? Is Aunt Selma gonna marry Grandpa? And is Mo gonna get a cell phone? And then they, in later seasons, went on to just make those episodes, which is funny in a way, but at the same time, it's like,
fuck you guys.
Yeah, like it is definitely like a fuck you, which is funny to me.
Yeah,
but
no, that's hilarious to me.
If people don't know about that joke,
yeah, because like if that comes out, like I might not originally be like, oh, this episode's funny, but like knowing the background story of that, they're like saying fuck you to people, like it's definitely funny then.
And
yeah, that's how I felt about it.
I can definitely say like the Bart getting a bear and then the Mo with the cell phone. Those aren't really memorable episodes, but the Selma and Grandpa thing, it wasn't really that bad of an episode. Like it was okay. Like it was at least somewhat memorable in comparison.
Yeah, I guess so long as like you can remember it, I guess that's a something, because there's so much of this show that you watched over the past 6 months, maybe. I don't know how long you watched it over.
I'm not sure about my Simpsons timeline was. It was definitely way more than any one person should watch. Fucking 30 odd seasons of something.
But like, I can't imagine you remember every episode. So if you remember like specific things, and maybe it's just because you see it in writing, like Aunt Selma married Grandpa, you're like, oh, okay, I remember that episode now. But if there are standouts, then like they're standouts. They're not like episodes that fade into your memory. Like, let me think of a really obscure episode of The Simpsons. Tomako.
I like that episode.
That's a good episode.
Yeah, it is. It's
but
a good
like,
episode.
I had to dig through my brain for it.
Oh, you know what? I can give you a definitive timeline. So it started in October because I binged all of the Treehouse of Horrors in a row. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to watch the entire series. So from October to like December. So like 2 months.
Oh, geez.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, I
Did you do anything else?
I mean, I played games on like my phone and shit. Like I played Yu-Gi-Oh and shit like that. Like while I was watching it for sure. But
I I guess I probably could get through most of it that way because we put stuff on the background a lot too, and like walk away.
Yeah, I do that.
And do stuff. So
Or
like,
if I'm,
I think I could probably get through it.
Or if I'm playing a game or something on my computer, I'll just put it on my second monitor and be like, all right, well, this is going now.
Yeah.
As long as it's not something like I can't... As long as I can split my attention, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I can't do like anime while I'm doing stuff because that needs more attention. Especially if you're like watching like subbed. But like with this and like Family Guy and stuff, yeah, I definitely put in like right now I'm watching Futurama. I just put it on the background and go do it.
Okay, but to be fair for Futurama, after season like 5 or 6, you gotta actually pay attention.
6 is when they come back after Fox cancels them, and it's an actual like they do have like a reoccurring plot. It's not like episode to episode. So yeah, you do kind of.
You know what? We'll just do a Futurama episode down the road.
Did we watch? I think we
should actually.
Did we watch the finale together? I feel like we might have.
Futurama? Maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't remember if
I haven't seen it. Don't say
anything.
anything.
It made me tear up. I'll say that much.
Carly has seen it, and she said that she definitely almost cried at the ending. So like,
it's
good.
It's an ending.
I think I'm in season 7 right now. So like, I still have like 3 seasons to go. So I think there's 10.
Yeah. Yep.
And I do want to say that, like, real quick before we like actually probably do one in the episode in the future, is I loved when they came back in season 6 because they fucking the whole first episode of season 6 was saying "fuck you" to Fox.
Oh yeah, dude,
and it was so funny to me.
The Box Network, and then the lights on the
the box
go
and
all fucky, and it says Fox. Yeah.
But the whole time they're like, these guys are fucking idiots. It was so good. But anyways, we're talking about The Simpsons.
It's okay.
Not the futuristic.
We're not talking
rip-off.
about Matt Groening's other shows.
Yeah.
Because there are like 3.
There actually was a Simpsons Futurama crossover episode too. I don't know if you guys have seen that one.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, dude.
I probably did as a kid, but I don't remember.
Bender goes back in time to kill Homer because in the future there's these like weird like mutant things that like are taking over the world, but it's because Bart spit in a time capsule and the radioactive waste from the nuclear plant combined with all of the other things in the time capsule and made these like mutant bunny things. And then Bender just goes into sleep because he can't go back into the future. He can only go back in time. So he just goes to sleep in Homer's basement.
They do that a lot with
And it's
Bender.
never fucking... They never have, like... I paid very close attention. For the rest of the series, Bender is not in the basement. I was really hoping that would have been, like, a recurring thing, but whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, Tim, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was trying to think of some kind of parallel, and the only thing I could come up with was the snail from Adventure Time, where it's in like every episode.
Oh yeah.
But so over the course of the years, there's been some fairly important characters that have passed away. I think only one of these was because the voice actress passed away. I think the other ones were just like bits.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the first one is Fat Tony,
which, let me say,
the mob boss of Springfield.
It was a really funny death because they killed him off and then they brought in his cousin Fit Tony.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about
Isn't it the
that.
same actor?
Yeah, it's the exact same voice actor, but the stress of being a mob boss led Fit Tony to overeat and he just became Fat Tony. So it's literally just the exact same character.
Yeah, I remember reading that. I was like, but then why?
Just stupid joke. I don't know. It was actually a pretty funny episode.
Yeah, no, I
was
get
a
it.
fan of it.
Fair enough. I'm gonna save the biggest one for the last, even though it's the second on the list.
Okay.
They also killed Rabbi Hyman Krustovsky, Krusty the Clown's father.
That episode was okay. It was like, I don't know, just it wasn't really so much funny as like weird. Like it was just like Krusty trying to like get his father's approval, and then he's like, it was just like, oh, my dad doesn't like my jokes, and then they went to like this other rabbi, or no, the rabbi was doing like the funeral procession, saying the same jokes that Krusty would say as a kid, and like everybody thought it was hilarious, and Krusty's like, oh, what the hell? But that episode was like kind of eh.
Fair enough. I just to be honest, most of this list came from an article that was like significant Simpsons character deaths.
Like fucking,
because I knew there was like 2.
He's not even like a significant character. I could think of maybe like 5 to 10 times where he's like in the show before his death. Not even in any major way.
I just remember him showing up and as like a counter to Krusty of like, I don't approve of you.
Yeah, that was his whole shtick. Essentially, it's just like disapproving father.
Mona Simpson, Homer's mother, also passed away.
Super over the top episode.
In like a dumb way.
Yeah, dude, it turned into some like stupid like Mission Impossible shit where that's definitely one of the stark contrasts between early Simpsons and that. Like you could definitely tell because it was like Mona died and then she's like, oh, spread my ashes over this what was it, like a mountain or something. Homer spreads the ashes, but then the ashes go down into, I don't even remember what it was, some kind of like Russian nuclear thing or some shit like that. It was like hidden in the mountain, and like it was basically like, oh, Mona's last like environmentalist protest thing.
Oh my god.
And then it turned into like some crazy ass fucking Mission Impossible bullshit where like Homer's like secret agent spy shit trying to like get out of the it was like a missile silo actually, I think. And yeah, because like he like falls in the missile silo, and it's just, yeah, it was super over the top and just like, what's going on?
Interesting.
And I think last but definitely not least out of,
I will say real quick, it was a heartwarming episode. There was some pretty heart tugging moments in that episode.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. The Simpsons wiki is freaking out. So the last one is one some people might know about, because it was a big thing that happened, and I remember hearing about it. The character Edna Krabappel, Bart's, I don't know what grade, fourth grade teacher. Unfortunately, her voice actress passed away, so they obviously had to write her out of the show, and so the character died too.
I remember there was like a sanction of Simpsons like fans that wanted Edna to be recast as another voice person too, to keep it going, and I think what they did was appropriate. Like that was a big role. The voice actress passed away, and I think all you can do is kind of like let that character go too, you know, and make it more of a memorial thing. So,
dude, that was like a really fucking sad death. And if they did recast her, I would have been so fucking angry.
Well, according to the wiki, the showrunner Al Jean stated that due to Wallace's passing, the character Edna Krabappel would be retired, as it wouldn't feel the same character with a different voice, and it was the show paying their respects.
Yeah, that would have been a bad move on their
especially
part.
After so long.
Yeah, she'd been with the show since the start, basically.
Yeah, if it was like the Hispanic bee, maybe put a new voice on him, and no one's gonna
kill
notice.
That character off?
I think they did.
Which character? Sorry,
but like
B-Man,
yeah.
I think so. I don't know. I could be wrong.
But like, I'm just like, I'm spitting out background. Yeah, I'm just spitting out, you know, background characters that show up here and there. But like, Krabappel is a huge character. What?
I can't say that. I'm gonna share the Bumblebee Man wiki article, and I just want you to look at his aliases according to this article.
Oh, no.
And that's all I'm gonna say. But no, yeah, I remember. So Quentin was telling me that there's like a whole like slew of like Edna-centric episodes, and then unfortunately the actress passed away, Marsha Wallace passed away, and then they were just like, well, I guess that's that.
The saddest part about it too is like, for people that don't know, is Edna definitely became more of a main character because her and Ned end up getting married, which
I didn't know. Quentin told me, and I was blown away.
Actually,
Oh yeah, I knew
really
that.
strange how they did it too. They had people vote on whether or not Nedna, quote unquote, should become a thing. Which
It's like how they killed off
Robin in the
yeah.
But
They killed off Jason Todd.
yeah. So I mean, it was kind of sad just because it's like, oh well, there goes your second wife, Flanders. Flanders just can't catch a fucking break.
Yeah.
And then in like after that happens too, like after she passes away, Flanders actually takes her role as the teacher.
Oh, that's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
I forget like how it actually came about. Like he had like some kind of college degree or some shit. But yeah, there was like a whole episode where he's like going to the unemployment office trying to get jobs, yada yada, and then like somehow just that kind of ended up as like it was because Marge went next door and was like, you should be like what Jesus was. And then Ned's like, a carpenter? Something else, like this, that, and the other. And she's like, no, a teacher.
Carpenter.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, no, dude, they like, I think they did good with what they had there. For Edna, I don't know, dude, it kind of bums me out. Just like thinking, because there's like one scene in particular where, because she has a very distinct laugh. Like Nelson's in like a dream or some shit like that, and then he like wakes up and he's like she was like laughing in the dream, and then he like wakes up and he's like, boy, I sure do miss her.
Ned is daydreaming about like his time with Edna, and then like it's Nelson's laugh that breaks him out of it because they sound very similar. And he goes, and Ned's like, oh boy, I sure do miss that laugh. It's Nelson laughs, and then he goes, yeah, I miss her too.
Yeah, dude. It's like, I don't know. They did a very good tribute to her. There was like even a chalkboard gag about it too.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was like I remember that happening. I was even like not having watched the show for like 10 years. I was like, oh, that's sad. But I think Quentin has some fun facts for us. At least one.
Yeah.
Q facts.
So during my like watching of the show, like when me and Hannah would like sit down and watch it, like we'd always like try to pay attention for like the Springfield clues as to like where it's at. Just because Matt Groening likes to like throw little jokes in there, and in my
yeah, and then like Lisa even says in an episode like, oh, if you pay attention, you'll know which one it is.
Yeah. But that you definitely can't figure it out because I did the hard fucking research, baby. So, fun fact, there are 33 different Springfields in the U.S. In the Simpsons movie, Flanders is taking Bart fishing, and then they're like on a mountain or something, and he's like, these are the 4 states that border Springfield, and he says Ohio, Nevada, Maine, and Kentucky. And if you know anything about U.S. geography, that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all.
How the fuck do you do that?
And then in season 13, there's an episode called Sweet and Sour Marge, where Marge gets sugar banned from Springfield. It was kind of a weird episode. There's a reference to smuggling sugar in from south of the border, and Homer goes, from Tennessee, which there is a Springfield in Kentucky, which Kentucky is north of Tennessee. But, that doesn't work because one of those states borders it, but I forget which one.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it can't be...
Wait a minute. But then it says it's bordered by Kentucky.
Yeah, I was going to say it's bordered by Kentucky, so it can't be in Kentucky then.
Yeah.
What
One of my favorite chalkboard gags about it, too, is Bart wrote something along the lines of Springfield is in any state besides yours. And then in an interview, Matt Groening actually, like, said that, like, oh, it's from my home state of Washington. But...
which also doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So...
Is there a Springfield in Washington
I
though?
believe so. I mean,
Probably.
there's only 17 states that don't have it, so we'll see real quick.
So I have some other like little open discussion topics that we can maybe hit on real quick because I know we're running a little over time.
There is a Springfield, Washington.
But
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about how Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson, is a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, she's a bit off her kooky.
So, I guess to preface this, or I guess to explain what I'm saying, she got in trouble with Fox or the executives of the show, and by trouble I mean she got a very stern wag of the finger, because she used the Bart Simpson voice in a voicemail promoting Scientology.
Yeah,
Which is
but
her-
wouldn't the...
Huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say which is her religion, and you should maybe judge her for that.
Yeah, no, you should definitely judge her for that, because Scientology is fucking cuckoo. But, like, wouldn't the Bart Simpson voice... I'm sure that's licensed under Fox, not her.
Yeah, well, even the problem is that I'm pretty sure she goes, "Hey, it's Bart Simpson, man. Just kidding. It's Nancy Cartwright."
Oh, no. You can't say that, too. God, she really
let me
fucked
see if I
herself
can
on that one.
find I can't. I had to like find an article about it last time. So. Oh, here's a good article. Maybe we'll talk about this one. Nancy Cartwright's defense of Scientology is the saddest thing ever.
Look, it totally makes
I
sense
don't know
that
what
Xenu crashed into a volcano. Okay?
I don't want to read this like 6-page article. Anyway.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, there was
we'll
like it was like a cold call for donations or like an event or something. And she like made that joke. She was like, "Hey, it's Bart Simpson, man." And then she's like, "Just kidding, it's Nancy Cartwright. Come to the Scientology event or donate money to us." I don't remember. And I was like, ooh. But yeah, she got a stern talking to for that one. There's also some weird shit that could be related to Scientology. According to her Wikipedia page, in 2007, Cartwright was in a romantic relationship with contractor Stephen Brackett, a fellow member of Scientology. The couple planned to marry in early 2008, but Brackett died in May 2009 after he, and I'm not fucking saying quote unquote, it is quote unquote in the Wikipedia article, quote unquote, apparently leaped off the Bixby Creek Bridge in Big Sur, California.
Yeah, why?
So,
why do you need to put that in quotes?
Yeah, I was like,
what's
when
going
me
on
and Quinn were
there?
doing research, I found that and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Leaped.
Apparently leaped.
Who quote?
I don't. Let's see
Who
if I can
got
find
quoted as using the word leaped too. Like
the
he
Los
just- he
Angeles.
just casually, leapt off a bridge.
So I think
Not
they were
fucking
quoting.
jumped off.
They were quoting an article from the Monterey Herald, which I guess is a local newspaper. The article is not here. It's apparently been removed. So that's fun. But yeah, that's some weird shit that's happened in her life. She was also in the Hollywood classic 1998's Godzilla. So, that's all you need to know about
there's
that
also
one.
definitely a Simpsons
Yep.
episode that makes fun of Scientology too. Like, was this before she
Right?
got, or did that episode lead her
No.
to it?
We looked this up the one time, remember?
Yeah, and I don't remember what our conclusion was.
Let me see. I'll look up. Okay, so the episode is called The Joy of Sect, and it's season 9, episode 13. Came out on February 8th, 1998. And according to our Wikipedia page, Cartwright was raised a Roman Catholic, but joined the Church of Scientology in 1991.
Oh shit!
And I'm like looking at the Wikipedia page for the article for the episode, and let's see, there's a thing about Nancy Cartwright being a Scientologist, but there's no thing that's like, oh, she didn't like it. But I don't know. It's weird. So I just wanted to bring up that weird, because if I see Scientologists, God knows I'm going to call them out.
Yes.
So me and Quentin actually watched 2 episodes in our research, and one of them, like we said, was not a bad episode, but wasn't a standout episode. One of them was a standout bad episode.
Pokemon Go.
Mm-hmm. And
that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
it had a bunch of interesting
the split
shit
plots
going
of
on.
Bart being a grandson gigolo and Lisa being addicted to Pokemon Go, were both not good plots in my mind.
No. Yeah.
But what really struck me, I think, was that I don't like the digital animation of The Simpsons compared to like the old hand-drawn cell animations.
It's a lot different.
It feels really weird.
Well, like, you can see, like, for example, just in like the intro alone, when Maggie would get put into the shopping cart, like while she's in the bag or whatever, during like the cell animation, they like, I don't know, Marge was like a lot more like you could tell she was like worried and like, whoa, where's Maggie? And then when they changed to the digital animation, it's very robotic and weird.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that the Pokemon Go episode also has like the most cursed couch gag I've ever seen.
What was the couch gag?
It is basically just the Big Bang Theory.
Oh God, yeah.
Which I have to assume they aired right after one another on Fox at the time. But I was just like, Quentin called it out, and he was like, "Oh, this is a cursed one. Just wait." And I was like, "What's going on?" And then like it hit, and I was like, "Oh my God, no!"
Yeah, they just parodied the Big Bang Theory intro, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, that was a big yikes. I don't want to use that word because it's an overplayed meme, but yeah, but yeah, I don't like the digital animation. I also think, for me, and I don't remember if it was on here that we talked about it, or if I heard this on something else, but I have a big problem with, like, the way the show, like, shows Homer as a dumb guy. Because in, like, the original, like, I don't want to say the original, but, like, in the older episodes, he was, like, you know, a bumbling but still competent kind of idiot. And in the newer episodes, I feel like, the ones that I've seen anyway, he's just, like, a 5 IQ Neanderthal.
No, that's definitely like more than just the episodes I showed you. That's like how he is in every episode.
I was like, but why? Dumb man funny?
I guess that's what they're going for with that. But yeah, like in the earlier seasons, it was like Homer was like more of like just kind of like an incompetent type of guy. Like, but I don't know. And then yeah, the newer episodes, he's just like dumb.
Yeah, and I remember there was an episode where like in the older stuff where they were like, oh, the reason he's stupid is because he shoved a crayon up his brain into his brain as a kid.
Yeah.
And they took it out, and they had the classic conundrum of now he's too smart.
So he had
and he's not happy. He was happier when he was stupid.
Back up into his nose.
And I wonder if there's a turning point there, but I feel like there isn't, of like going from, you know, bumbling but still kind of competent to knuckle-dragging Neanderthal.
I can't
but I don't know.
think of a specific moment, but I feel like it definitely became a lot more prevalent after the movie.
Okay, fair enough.
But I could be wrong on that. There could have maybe have been like a decline in Homer before that.
I put a stupid note that said I think the show maybe follows the same devolution, but you know, it could be true, could be not.
Yes and no.
So
like,
that's
there's a few, I guess, like standout episodes later on, but like it's, yeah, I don't know.
Fair enough. I guess I would have to actually watch the show, the newer stuff that I haven't seen, to actually make that judgment myself. But until that day comes, I'm happy to trust Quentin's judgment because him and I usually like the same stuff. So that's all I have. Because we, like I said in the beginning of the episode, we talked about a lot of the stuff we usually talk about in these episodes, like the creative process, the history, the origins and stuff like that. We've already talked about that, so if you want to hear that, you can go listen to the original episode we did on The Simpsons. I more so wanted to cover what I saw as, like, the decline of the show, because I feel like we covered the golden age, as it's so called, in the first episode. So, if you want to listen to the good stuff, go listen to that one. If you want to talk about the bad stuff, we're already too late into this episode for me to tell you to go listen to this one, but here we are. We already talked about it.
Ooh. No, I'm glad that we did this episode because, yeah, the first episode we definitely covered, like you said, a lot of the creative stuff, but we really didn't get into any of the episodes. So this was kind of our chance to get back to the show again and talk about the content more than the process of it. So I am really glad that we did this episode, and it was a lot of fun because now I kind of want to go and watch some of it.
Like I said, like, there's definitely a good handful of, because, like, every season is, like, what, fucking 20-something episodes, maybe? 26-ish? I could be wrong on that. But there's definitely, like...
It's like a CW fucking superhero show.
There's definitely, like, every season has, like, at least, like, a few, like, at least, like, a handful of episodes that are, like, definitely good and worth watching, but there's...
Well, you know what they say, right? If you keep throwing shit at the wall, eventually something's gonna stick.
Yeah, exactly. So. Could I give you a definitive list of good episodes?
Anymore.
No, but you just have to decide that for yourself.
All right. Unless anyone else has any last minute thoughts, I think we can just hit the plugs and then wrap up.
Let's do it.
So, okay. All right, let's do it. You can find me. You can find my Letterboxd reviews, which I don't think I've done any recently. I watched the movie Possessor. That was an interesting one. It's by... Let me look this up so I get it right. Is it just called Possessor? It's just called Possessor. It is made by Brandon Cronenberg, the son of David Cronenberg, the guy who made things like The Fly and other weird body horror movies of that time.
Pretty decent body horror movies.
Yeah.
I would say.
And I don't want to give too much of my feelings away. I might write a review of it tonight now that I thought about it. But just a very brief overview of the movie is it takes place in a alternate 2008, and the main character is an assassin who takes over people's bodies. Interesting concept. One weird thing about it is everyone in this movie vapes. Everyone. Like, I don't think there's a single actual cigarette in this movie. It's just vapes. And the version I was watching had a subtitle that was just pulls vape while someone was taking a fucking pull off of a vape.
They're just trying to be time relevant,
I was like,
dude.
Good movie. But I don't think... did people vape in 2008? I mean, it's an alternate 2008 where they have technology that can possess people's bodies. What does it matter? But anyway, that's a fun movie. It's very weird. And, I mean, it's a Cronenberg movie, even if it is Brandon Cronenberg, so that's kind of to be expected. I'll maybe write a review of that up. You can find me on pretty much everything else at Hot Pink Waffles, all one word. What about you boys?
I'm on Twitter at Gondola Driver. That's it. It's the only place I'm at.
And then I'm on Instagram at John Mergenthaler. And then hopefully next time we do an episode, I'll have some videos up on YouTube and I'll plug that.
Fair enough. Sorry,
You
I had a
hit the
burp that I had to
bomb?
hold back. No, I had to hold back a burp.
Sound like you're like holding in some
No,
sweet
some
green
danky
gas,
nuggets.
baby.
dude, I'm not. I
But,
watched that movie Hansel and Gretel get baked. I don't want that to happen to me.
But and then our podcast socials, rewind period reload period pod on Instagram, rewind reload podcast at gmail.com, rewind reload on Twitter, and then I do have some sad news a little bit. So our YouTube is taking a little bit longer because the girl that's commissioning art for us She did have a family member pass away here in the last week or so, so it's taking her a little bit longer to get it done. I kind of told her to, take her time and stuff because it's kind of hard. It was a close family member, so it wasn't like her aunt or something. It was like one of her immediate family members. So, so I don't know. Be thinking of her, I guess, and stuff. But it should be here pretty soon. I have been talking to her a little bit, so once that's out, I'll probably post something on the Twitter and the Instagram, and hopefully next episode or something, or the next few episodes I'll announce, and I'll start getting them pushed out on YouTube, all the old episodes.
Okay, sounds good. I'll talk to you after. I'll ask you after we're done, because I know you got to go, but I wanted to ask you a few things anyway. I think that's it, folks. We'll see you in hopefully 2 weeks. It's kind of dependent on everyone's schedules and all that, but we try. See you later.
Peace out.